You got things to learn here.
Mercury, Jordan Oliver, Sunkist kids.
Action underway. Sometimes see Molinaro start a match off with a really brutal tie-up.
A right hand?
Keep your eyes.
That's the
that.
one.
There we go. And it's an attention.
Yeah.
Immediate attention. That might not stop him from trying it again.
I'm 100% sure that that will not stop him from trying it again. But I will say this, right?
JO too.
I will say this, that while that right hand is absolutely brutal, and Jordan Oliver knows it well, right? It's that stutter step that keeps that right hand off of him. So the more you see Frank club and pull, the more you're going to see Jordan clear and stutter step to keep him off.
Good job, Molinaro pursuing. Molinaro moves his feet a little bit at a time, and he's often in good position. He's got Oliver this time with a passivity warning.
That is, the fact that he's getting him to bite that hard on the level change.
This early in the match.
This early, my goodness.
Oliver now in on a single. He comes up with it. Molinaro trying to kick out. Oliver holding on to that as tight as he can.
He's got it with one hand.
Nice takedown for Oliver. He made a really smart adjustment. Didn't dive for it. Didn't give up what he had. He climbed up from the position that he had. That was a smart takedown. Oliver now up 2-0.
Savvy stuff, man.
Hard tie there from Molinaro.
There's that level change again. I think one of the things is Frank's going to have to kind of get his right hand, okay, up underneath Jordan's left hand here pretty soon if he wants to fire off one of those lefty high crotches or doubles.
Another hard tie. Man, good shot attempt there from Molinaro, but really nice reaction from Oliver.
Okay, he's dangerous here, bud. So you're going to watch him pull down on it.
Nice job from Molinaro controlling the edge of the mat. He just puts so much danger. He presents so much danger to Oliver.
Sure.
That head pinch, able to control edge of the mat.
It's not worth wrestling out of the position. It's far more valuable to step out of bounds.
Oliver gets that low single again. Man runs it down, up 4-1.
My goodness. He had fingertips on that and scored with it. That is beautiful, beautiful wrestling.
There are some takedowns that happen in this building that just make people kind of murmur to each other, like, what?
Whoa, wait, what was that? Yeah.
You see that?
That was one of them, Bob. That was a nice, hard, stinging right hand by Jordan Oliver. He's got the little pop to him as well.
Yeah, he does. Not afraid of a match that comes to blows a little bit. Nice job, Molinaro. Edge of the mat again. Scores another point. 4-2. Really important for Molinaro. Those two one-point step outs are keeping him within striking distance. See Oliver do that sometimes, the stiff arm with both hands.
Ironically, pretty sure he picked that up from Coleman.
Yeah.
And now he's back on.
Now he's
training
working with him every day.
Yeah.
30-second break here while these guys change tactics. And, man, it's so interesting how often you see these guys go to their corners, have a conversation with their coach, and then they just make those one or two adjustments they need to make in the match.
So if you were a guy like Guerrero, what do you think the idea would be here?
Well, you
try and get to that left-handed single leg, try to get to a seat belt. You know, I mean, you don't have many options, right? I mean, because J.O. is wrestling really, really well. I'm not saying that Frank can't win this. What I am saying is that as of the way that the first period looked, that level change has been a little bit more effective than that right hand by Frank.
Oliver trying to run through a double. Molinaro is a little bit like a brick wall. Molinaro, good edge of the mat, wrestling again, earns that step out.
Oh.
4-3 now. And you know what? Maybe that's the conversation that Guerrero has is let's focus on what we're doing well.
Yeah, get the steps.
Let's work the edge of the mat.
And a Frank Molinaro with the confidence of his coaches is absolutely dangerous.
Really is. Saw him in the 2016 run to the Olympics. Oh, Oliver now, good job, edge of the mat, gets a step out. He's up 5-3. Saw Molinaro throughout the course of the lead up to the 2016 Olympics talk about just how many changes he made to his life and to get down to the weight, to believe that he could do what he needed to do, and then to have so much success. And you got to think he's on a similar path here in 2020.
Of course. He is dialed in. I spent some time up in Norman not too long ago, about a month ago, and he is as dialed
nice
in
attack
as it gets right now.
Fourth step out of the match. He's within a point again. 2 minutes to work for both these guys. Molinaro is really, oh, Jordan Oliver.
That's tough. He ain't done yet.
Misdirection to the leg. He's got it locked. Not done yet. Settles for 1 point on the step out.
Hey, that takes a lot out of you. To lift someone as heavy-hipped as Frank Molinaro from the center to the edge is not easy.
Molinaro now dives into the shot. He's locked on the leg. Oliver trying to lift.
He's got to be careful here.
Oliver now locked through the crotch. Looks at the clock, just getting a sense of where he's at in the period. Good pressure on that crotch lift, gets the 2.
I think you learned that from Dake over at Cornell.
I think so.
Could be.
One of the benefits of being exposed to a bunch of different programs.
Doesn't hurt, right? Doesn't hurt your technical acumen.
Especially a guy like Oliver who seems like he just picks up technique every time he sees it, right?
He and I have conversations every time we see each other. Hey, what about this? What about this? What about this?
Molinaro's in really deep this time. Locked on the leg to his feet. Oliver trying to fight that wrist, and Molinaro settles for 1. He's inching closer, but it's 8-5, under a minute to go. Oliver, good misdirection again. This time unable to get locked on the leg. Frank almost had that foot.
One of the things that always intrigues me is the game within the game.
Yeah.
These guys are
wow,
real.
Molinaro's in deep on the shot. Oliver's got that wrist though, trying to defend. Molinaro could really use more than just a step out here. That's what he'll have to settle for. 8-6. Game within the game.
Game within the game. These guys, once the whistle blows, they always would prefer to be the last person to take their hands off the other guy. You know, so these guys have been so familiar with each other for so long, man.
Yeah, good series of fakes there from Oliver. He knows that caution 1 may be imminent, so he does a nice job. Good defense there from Oliver. Short time. Molinaro looks at the clock. You can kind of see him understand he's probably not going to win this match, but hard fight from Molinaro. Frustrated about something. Frustrated about the officiating. Wanted a passivity call. A little too late now. Oliver not going to just listen to that, though.
They're both John. Hey, these are competitive.
Back. Shaking the right hand with your left. What do you think about a little bit of a tactic?